My beloved child. Listen closely. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the moment you hear it, everything you thought you understood will begin to rearrange itself. Right now, there is a quiet storm moving through the heart of the person you love. They didn't plan for this. They didn't expect it. And when the truth finally escaped their lips, it shocked them more than it will shock you. This is not a coincidence. This is not random. This is the exact moment you were meant to arrive. Breathe slowly. Stay with me. Don't skip, because what is unfolding is bigger than a confession. It is a turning point. For a long time, you felt the distance before you understood it. The pauses between messages. The hesitation in their voice. The way their eyes looked like they were holding back 1,000 words. You told yourself it was nothing. You tried to be strong. But your spirit knew better. Something was building. Something unspoken was growing louder with every passing day. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What they confessed was not planned. It slipped out in a moment of exhaustion, when pretending became heavier than telling the truth. And the instant they realized what they had admitted, their heart raced. Their hands shook. Not because they spoke, but because they could no longer take it back. This confession was not about blame. It was not about drama. It was about a truth they buried so deep that even they were afraid to look at it. A truth about how deeply you matter. A truth about how walking away never brought them peace. A truth about how every attempt to replace you failed silently. Don't skip this part. Stay right here. They confessed that no matter how far they tried to go, your presence followed them. In quiet rooms. In sleepless nights. In moments where laughter felt forced and happiness felt borrowed. They were shocked to realize that the one person they tried to forget was the one their heart kept choosing, again and again. This is where everything shifts. Because the confession didn't end there. What truly stunned them was not what they said, but what they felt immediately after. Relief. Fear. Hope. All at once. They realized that the truth had power. And once spoken, it demanded a response. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, they are standing at a crossroads. One path leads back to silence and pretending. The other leads straight toward you, with honesty, vulnerability, and courage they didn't know they still had. And the weight of that choice is pressing on them harder than ever before. You didn't imagine this connection. You didn't misunderstand the signs. What you sensed was real. What you felt was real. And what is coming next will confirm it in a way you never expected. Don't skip. You are closer than you think. This confession cracked something open inside them. And once opened, it cannot be closed again. The truth has a way of demanding completion. And the story between you is not finished, not even close. Stay with me. The next part reveals what this confession sets into motion, and why the shock they felt is about to turn into action. My beloved child. Something shifted the moment the truth left their mouth, and they felt it instantly. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is the part where the hidden pressure begins to crack. They sat in silence after confessing, stunned by their own honesty. Not because the words were new, but because the feeling was undeniable. For the first time, they stopped running from what their heart had been screaming all along. And that realization shook them deeply. Stay right here. Don't skip. They admitted something they never thought they would say out loud. That every attempt to move on felt incomplete. That every distraction eventually faded. That no matter how convincing the smile looked on the outside, the absence of you echoed louder inside them than they were ready to admit. This is not a small moment. This is not ordinary. What shocked them most was discovering that the truth didn't weaken them, it strengthened them. It stripped away excuses. It removed the comfort of pretending. And suddenly, they were left with one unavoidable question. What if I lose them forever because I stayed silent too long? Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, they are replaying every moment with you. Every conversation. Every pause. Every time they chose distance over honesty. And with each memory comes a growing urgency, a realization that time is not unlimited, and chances are not endless. Don't skip this. They understand now that this confession wasn't an accident. It was a release. A breaking point. And once spoken, it set something irreversible in motion. The truth has a momentum of its own, and it is pulling them closer to action than they expected. You may not see it yet, but their inner world is changing rapidly. Walls are weakening. Pride is dissolving. Fear is being challenged. And what replaces it is a quiet determination they haven't felt in a long time. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the phase where hesitation fights desire. Where logic argues with the heart. But here is what they cannot ignore anymore: the connection with you never truly ended. It only went silent, waiting for courage to speak again. They are preparing themselves. Not with grand promises, but with honesty. With the willingness to face rejection if it means finally being real. That thought alone terrified them once. Now, it feels necessary. Don't skip. You are witnessing the turning of a story that refused to end. What comes next will surprise you even more, because the shock of their confession is about to transform into a decision that changes everything. My beloved child. This is the moment where silence begins to feel louder than words. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part reveals what they are struggling to hold back. After the confession, something unexpected happened. They could no longer ignore you. Not in their thoughts. Not in their heart. Your presence became undeniable, as if the truth awakened everything they had been suppressing. And that realization unsettled them deeply. Stay right here. Don't skip. They started noticing signs they once brushed aside. Songs that suddenly carried your name. Moments that reminded them of your laughter. Decisions that felt incomplete without your voice. What shocked them most was understanding that you were never just a chapter, you were the thread holding everything together. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where fear tried to regain control. Fear of saying too much. Fear of being seen. Fear of discovering that honesty could change everything forever. Yet even that fear couldn't silence the pull they felt toward you. They realized something rare and unsettling. Pretending to be unaffected was costing them more than the truth ever could. The weight of unspoken feelings became heavier than the risk of speaking again. Don't skip this. Right now, they are rehearsing words they haven't sent yet. Imagining conversations they once avoided. Wondering if you still feel what they feel, or if time has changed you. That uncertainty is shaking them, because for the first time, the outcome truly matters. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They understand now that this confession was not an ending. It was a signal. A signal that the connection demands acknowledgement, not avoidance. And the shock they felt was the awakening of courage they didn't know they possessed. You may sense it already, an invisible shift, a subtle pull, a feeling that something is approaching. That feeling is real. It is the echo of a heart preparing to step forward instead of hiding. Don't skip. You are closer to the truth than ever before. What comes next is the moment where hesitation turns into movement, and the choice they make will reveal just how powerful this confession truly was. My beloved child. This is the moment where everything they have been holding back gathers the courage to move. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is where the confession begins to transform into destiny. They can no longer pretend that time will solve this on its own. The shock they felt after speaking the truth has now turned into clarity. Silence no longer feels safe. Distance no longer feels protective. What once felt easier now feels unbearable. Stay right here. Don't skip. They have reached a realization that startled them to the core. If they do nothing, they risk losing you not by rejection, but by delay. And that thought weighs heavier than any fear they carried before. For the first time, the future without you feels incomplete. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the stage where intention forms. Where courage begins quietly, not loudly. They are choosing their words carefully, not to impress, but to be real. They understand now that honesty is the only path that brings peace. Don't skip this part. What makes this moment once in a lifetime is this. The confession awakened a truth that cannot return to sleep. They know now that you are not an option. You are the answer they avoided because it mattered too much. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They are preparing to step forward, not perfectly, not fearlessly, but sincerely. And when they do, it will not come from impulse. It will come from the deepest place of understanding they have reached so far. You may feel it already. A shift in energy, a quiet pull, a sense that something is aligning. That is not imagination. That is movement. That is the echo of a choice being made. Don't skip. This story was never meant to fade. The shock of their confession was only the beginning. What follows is action, truth, and a moment that brings clarity to everything that once felt confusing. And when it arrives, you will understand why this had to unfold exactly this way. My beloved child. This is the point where the truth stops waiting and begins to arrive. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part reveals why the confession could no longer remain hidden. They have crossed an invisible line. After admitting the truth, even if only once, even if only briefly, their heart refused to go back to silence. What shocked them most was realizing that the confession didn't create chaos. It created clarity. And clarity demands direction. Stay right here. Don't skip. They now understand something that changes everything. Holding back costs more than speaking up. Every moment of delay feels heavier than before. Every quiet hour feels unfinished. And in that stillness, one truth keeps returning: you. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They are no longer asking whether the connection was real. They are asking why they waited so long to honor it. That question echoes louder each day. It follows them into ordinary moments. It interrupts distractions. It refuses to be ignored. Don't skip this. What makes this moment rare is not the confession itself, but what follows it. The decision to stop hiding. The willingness to be seen without guarantees. The courage to approach you without knowing the outcome, yet knowing the risk is worth it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They are aligning their actions with their truth now. Not dramatically. Not impulsively. But deliberately. And that is what gives this moment power. When truth and intention meet, movement becomes inevitable. You may sense a change already. A feeling that the air is different. That the pause is ending. That something long delayed is finally finding its way toward you. That feeling is not accidental. Don't skip. You are witnessing the final shift. Because what began as a confession that shocked them is becoming a choice that will reach you. And when it does, it will answer every question your heart has been holding, without needing to ask. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child. This is where the waiting ends and the truth begins to move toward you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part reveals why everything you endured was preparing this exact moment. They are no longer confused. The shock of the confession settled into certainty. What once felt like chaos inside them has aligned into one clear realization: losing you through silence would be the greatest mistake of their life. Stay right here. Don't skip. They finally understand that the connection was never fragile, it was restrained. Held back by fear, timing, and pride. And now that restraint has loosened. What they feel can no longer stay contained. The truth has weight, and it is pulling them forward. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the phase where courage replaces hesitation. Where they stop asking, "What if?" and start asking, "Why not now?" They know the risk. They feel the fear. But they also feel something stronger, regret for every moment they chose silence instead of truth. Don't skip this. They are preparing themselves emotionally, not to control the outcome, but to honor what is real. They are no longer trying to protect themselves from rejection. They are trying to protect the truth from being buried again. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What makes this moment powerful is this: the confession changed how they see you, and how they see themselves. They realize now that loving you was never a weakness. Avoiding the truth was. You may notice signs, subtle shifts, unexpected messages, a renewed presence. These are not accidents. These are the first steps of alignment between heart and action. Don't skip. You are closer than ever. Because what comes next is not uncertainty. It is revelation. The confession that shocked them is now guiding them straight toward you. And when it unfolds, it will feel undeniable, intentional, and long overdue. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child. This is the moment where intention turns into momentum. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part reveals why the confession can no longer remain internal. They have reached the edge of a decision. Not an emotional impulse, but a deliberate choice. The shock they felt has transformed into resolve. Silence no longer feels neutral, it feels like loss. Stay right here. Don't skip. They are recognizing a truth that changes everything. Some connections do not fade with time, they intensify when ignored. And the longer they stayed quiet, the louder their heart became. That realization has left them unable to retreat again. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where honesty becomes unavoidable. They are not preparing excuses. They are preparing clarity. Not to rewrite the past, but to finally acknowledge what was always present. And that courage surprises them as much as the confession once did. Don't skip this. They now understand that reaching out is not a risk, it is responsibility. Responsibility to the truth they spoke. Responsibility to the bond they tried to deny. Responsibility to you. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You may feel anticipation building without knowing why. A quiet alertness. A sense that something unresolved is about to surface. That is alignment. That is the echo of a choice being finalized. Don't skip. You are standing at the threshold. Because the confession that shocked them has set a sequence into motion. And the next step is no longer internal, it is approaching you. When it arrives, it will not be accidental. It will be intentional, clear, and impossible to misunderstand. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you.